Okay, so now I'm ready to print. So what I've done is I've got my template that I just made, and I've got it taped down here. If you've got a sheet of acetate that you can put over the top of that so that as you print, if you get ink over the edges of your plate, then you can just easily wipe that off. Okay, so you need to have your ink, a brayer. You need to have either a Baron or a wooden spoon, or a glass would maybe work to put pressure on your prints as you print, and you need to have your paper. Okay, so take your ink. Oh, and you need to have something to roll your ink out on. If you didn't pick up one of these from the lab, if you've got a sheet of plexiglass or glass that you can roll out your ink on, that would work. Okay, so I'm gonna just roll out some ink, or not roll out, squeeze out some ink. And it's just like we have done. Well, I showed some of you the other night anyway. So take your brayer and roll the ink out. Take time to even it out. I actually have too much, but you know what? While you're printing at home without a press, you might need a little bit more. So it might need to be heavier. So roll it out on your plate. Keep reloading, recharging your brayer. Don't worry too much about getting it on some of these parts that are sticking up. But you want that, because that gives character to your print. Makes it look like a woodcut. I usually try to roll in all different directions, just simply because sometimes you just, without really even knowing it, you miss areas. Like that right there. Okay, I'm going to go one more time just to be sure. Okay, so what you're going to do now is put your block on your registration page or your template, okay? And wipe your hands, and I don't have anything to wipe with. Okay, I'm gonna wipe it on my shirt here. Okay, be cleaner than I am, you guys. Okay, so now you know where to put your sheet, because you're going to register it with the sheet that you put down for your template. Okay, so if you don't have one of these, a Baron, then use a spoon. Okay, hold it down and just rub and spend some time with it. And your first one might not be as good as you want it to be. Even on the press, it takes at least a couple of prints to get a good one many times. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to use this. And it is moving a little bit. The paper isn't moving. My whole block moved just a little bit, and that's okay, because I know that it's stuck. Okay, and you can lift it. Whoops, you don't want to lift that. You can lift it and see how it's printing. And I don't know, it's printing pretty good. Ah, don't do that. Ah. Okay. Okay, so not too bad. We got something going on there I'll have to check into. But overall, not too bad. Okay, and then you just take your block and set this aside, and you have to ink up each one of your prints before you print again. Okay, to wash up, do what we've done before. Take a magazine. Take a magazine and just get the ink off the best that you can, and then wash it off with soap and water. Okay. As far as your plate goes, I wouldn't put it right down in the water. I would just clean it off, maybe with some baby wipes. Okay. Okay.